very good evening, friends. This side Rahul Magan here as a Group Chief Executive Officer, Treasury Consulting, and also a venture capitalist. As we speak, Treasury Consulting is a hedge fund. We offer our training programs, learning academies, and there are more products to come in. We have our own platform like Amazon Prime, where we offer private videos, private learning videos, our crypto learning desk, and there are multiple things. If you wish to have more information, you can definitely WhatsApp +91 9818 485 155, which is +91 9818 485 155. In this last week, four big events had happened. And I'm going to be starting with the most important one, which is the crash of the Chinese bad bank. China as a global economy is facing NPA like India. In fact, I would say that the non performing asset of China is way beyond any other country of the globe. And as we speak in 2021, data authenticity is definitely an issue. I'm not saying that data authenticity is an issue only in China. It is big issue across the globe. In fact, I have started distrusting the US data also, because a lot of time I felt that the data points which are coming from US is not tallying with the data points with the movement of either currency or commodity or gold and all. The crash of that Chinese bad bank, although the impact is around 40 billion US dollars, which is very small as compared to the global economy. But the crash of that Chinese bad bank would have ripple effect in Asia. Maybe India, Singapore, Taiwan, Vietnam, Hong Kong, and all. And this is not the first time that the China is facing the debt default. History is a witness that China facing debt default since or effective 2018. India is also facing the debt defaults. In 2020, Indian companies, corporates, bank, non-banking financial corporation, in fact, in the last week, many banks, financial institutions, NBFCs and all raised a huge amount of money. And I really don't understand who is funding them. Because if I look at the jobs, the salaries, the savings, the employment statistics, all are falling. But banks are raising money. How can that possible that when jobs, employment status, and all these statistics are falling, the banks would be able to raise a huge amount of money? But we really do not know who is actually funding them. This is the biggest issue, because last week one of the big family offices from Switzerland also collapsed. We would definitely have a detailed video in that regards. And this family office's collapse led to a turmoil of around 100 billion US dollars. By the way, 100 billion US dollars is not a small amount. Three banks, Credit Suisse, Mitsubishi, and Nomura, they confirmed their losses, while other banks are saying it is immaterial. What is the definition of immaterial? It's really an interpretation issue. Ireland banks are also facing the withdrawals at a much faster pace. The fortunate thing is that the media is not highlighting this case, but that doesn't mean that if this withdrawal would continue to be more over the period of time, then this might be a big issue. But guys, remember PIGS, Portugal, Italy, Ireland, Greece, and Spain. PIIGS. Some people refer S two words, Spain and South Africa. PIGS can once again be a blow. This time there is a flight to safety. Now, flight to safety means that when people take the money out of banks and keep in their pocket. It is Ireland. God knows it can be Portugal, it can be Italy, or it can be any country of the globe or Asia also. So this is the first problem. And we should not take this problem lightly, as this problem is really very serious and dangerous. Second is the delinking of the gold. Specifically speaking, Friday, the gold second time in April delinked from the yield. Generally, what happens that if the yields are falling, the gold is up. If the yields are up, the gold is down. Plus minus small correction. It happens. I'm not saying Donald Trump was right or wrong, but Donald Trump, to the most of the extent, made cordial relationship with Russia. But Donald Trump relationship with China, we all understand. We also understand that China and Russia are the two superpowers we are having. And by the way, we cannot ignore these superpowers. If people wish to ignore, they can definitely ignore. Now, the situation which we are having is that Joe Biden administration sanctioned the Russian debt, few specific companies of Russia and few specific people. And after that, gold immediately delinked from the yield. Like yesterday, if I take Thursday, then yield was around 1.5 and gold was around 1762. Yield come to 1.58 on Friday, which practically means that gold should come down to 1. To 1742, 1743, something these levels. But gold move up to 1778, and now there are predictions that gold is heading towards 1800, and I see gold is heading more than 1800s. Now the question is that gold is completely delinked from the yield. It means that there is some big fund house, maybe an ETF player, who is buying gold. Now this fund house might be from Russia, might be from India, might be from Singapore, might be from China. We don't know. No idea, no public figures, nothing. But gold is dealing from yield, that is now a fact, and we can check on both Reuters and Bloomberg. Third major is that the US Treasury bonds. So China is now holding the second largest US Treasury bonds. That is really surprising. US China geopolitical issues is right on the table. Anyone can read them. You open Google, you get millions of articles, and for a human being, it is next to impossible to read that. And now China is holding second largest US Treasury bond. What is the diplomacy behind that? We do not know. So guys, in short, we need to be alert. The crash of the Chinese bad bank may have ripple impact. Indian corporates also raised a huge amount of debt, and many of these so-called debt is about to pay in 2022, 23, and so on and so forth. Would Indian companies end up paying? We don't know. Third, gold is dealing from the yield. Fortunately, silver not yet, but we don't know. Remember the Robin Hood. And fourth and last, China is consistently buying the US Treasury. These are the four important issues which we need to understand. I conclude the way I said in the earliest month of 2021. 2021 would be the most difficult year for trading, not only in equities market, but also in commodities market and also in the FX market. If you are a trader, a prop trader, or you have your own fund and something like this, please be careful. Because you do not know who is planning what and which government will sanction which government. Remember that US sanctioned Russia. Russia not yet replied. There are people who are saying that the movement in the gold is happening because Russian funds are buying gold. But guys, Russia officially not yet retaliated, but retaliation would come. Official retaliation would come. Would that official retaliation come next week? No idea. Would that come in May? No idea. Would this official retaliation be as equal to what Biden did with Russia? No idea, but official retaliation would come. So, if you are a prop trader or if you are a trading house, then we need to be very clear and alert because situation is little messy and very, very tricky and risky. This is Rahul from Treasury Consulting Group. I'm back on YouTube and more videos are on the cards. You know my personal number, which is +91 9899242978. Have a great time ahead and Talk soon.